has got you feeling too much. It's feeling too much for you. Then all my love is gonna dance with someone that shows love, not you. If all my love has got you feeling too much, it's feeling too much for you. Then all my love is gonna dance with someone that shows love, not you. Just Just has got you feeling too much. It's feeling too much for you. Then all my lovers gonna dance with someone that shows love, not you.
Set, go.
Hello everybody, happy Saturday. Yep, another Saturday. What's going on? Also, I notice I'm going a bit glitchy. 1 second. That's better. Sometimes I have to do a quick reset. Hope you are all doing well. My goodness, comparing this to 22 hours ago when I was live on PSVR without parole, it's a world of difference. The weather yesterday was lovely and hot, lovely and warm, but it meant as we got into the evening, it's 11 o'clock at night my time when I do the live show. I had all the windows in the house open, and I had minimal lights in this room. And about 15 minutes before going on air, setting up with Brian, who I host with, and I look up at the ceiling with all the lights and the amount of flies everywhere. It was horrible. And so I had to get the vacuum cleaner out and do a bit of an emergency task, by which point the vacuum cleaner had heated up the room to whatever the temperature was like hours before when I first opened the windows. So it completely undid all the good work I had done. Yeah, it was just a very hot and sweaty show, which I've actually got footage of, I believe, from yesterday. Let's have a look here. This would be it. Yeah, so this was from yesterday. It was a bit more sweaty and gross. Today I actually get to wear a hoodie, which is really, really nice. And I realise I'm wearing the same shirt. I actually have two of these. And I happen to wear the same one. I totally forgot what shirt I was wearing yesterday. Yeah, it was a really, really great show last night. It's odd to be hosting again the next day. But Wednesday, I was in London running a massive event called Peep Sec, which a lot of you know about because I've been going on about it every week. I've been working on it, for so much for the last 2 months. It's finally done. It's still out there. We're going to be promoting it for the next year. But after 2 months, it's a huge relief to finally get it done. So I'm really, really happy about that. Let's say hi to who's in the chat. We got Hannah, a rare occasion where I don't have to sneakily watch you during work. I often wonder maybe I should start doing these on Saturday. But you know what? The moment I start doing them on Saturday, I undo the good work of having the weekend to relax. Things sometimes happen on a Saturday night. So I don't know. Maybe it could be a Saturday show. I will happily take that. Legend. Although Myles, I don't know who that is. It has been amazing, the contrast in weather from yesterday and today. Yeah. It's nice. I'm wearing a hoodie. Unthinkable. We had lots of rain today, which helped clear out the air. It becomes problematic, doesn't it, when it rains and then the sun comes out straight away and then it just becomes a massive national sauna. I hope everyone else is having a really great weekend. We'll be talking lots about it, and as you can see at the moment, there is a poll running in the chat, so if you haven't already had a look and answer it, we'll get to that in a moment with the main question of the show. And do give a thumbs up, give the like button a hit if you haven't already. Yeah, we believe you. This is a name that I'm getting. I get called Too Wise Dyer, but now it's Two Lies, just because of my sarky British humour. That's what everyone who forgot to do a laundry day. Oh, trust me, I wouldn't be wearing the same shirt that I was wearing yesterday if so, because it was gross. It was hot and sweaty and gross. These shirts were made from my friend Margarita, who does the All Right shirts. And I have so many duplicates because I just love her shirt so much. I'll have to do another recap of them at some point. Callie Timecat, huge love to you because you're always doing the timestamps for the shows. So if you're ever watching this on replay, Callie Timecat is the one that does all the timestamps, so you know all the different sections. I prefer Wednesdays for your stream. Almost forgot to tune in. Is that the right way of describing joining the live chat? Tuning in. Yeah, we call it tuning in. And no worries at all. Watching this live show helps me unwind. It helps me unwind as well. It's always one of my favourite times of the week, and I really, really enjoy it. And something I've been working on the past couple of hours was actually redoing the structure and the way that I script the show. I normally have an iMac notepad up, but it just gets muddled every week as I keep adjusting it. Whereas now I've created a Google Doc, and the Google Doc in front of me now means I can just keep things a bit more ordered with a timeline, with everything, which even includes, 10 minutes before start the countdown. I've got the music player if I want to get some new tunes, and a reminder to add the poll, because I thought actually adding the poll before the live show even starts is quite good, because it means if anyone's early, they can engage with it, and then we can keep it throughout. Housekeeping, though, I've kind of butchered a bit because I've touched upon certain things, but that's all right. Myles Dyer Live, what is it? It's every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. BST, which is British summertime. That is right now, UK time. Please be sure to subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already, to be notified about all future shows, which normally happen on a Wednesday. This is just a chance to hang out and chat about everything, from the serious to the silly. Mental health and well-being, online quizzes, world events, or maybe the latest films. The important thing is we are here for each other to relax, chill, and chat, and it's all good fun. But if you aren't able to watch live, whether at all or on some weeks, it's no problem at all, because I leave these up. They're available to watch on replay, and I even go into the comments section on the following week, and I reply to any comments. So if you are watching this afterwards, please do share your thoughts. Please do join the conversation, and I will see you there as well. Marshall, good to see you here. Save Internet Radio, I love that. Good to see you here. And yeah, Callie is the best. Always great with the timestamps. And Callie, I sometimes do forget until a couple of days later, going, oh yeah, Callie does the timestamps. Always need to tune in pretty quickly. So I also thought, starting the show, I should just, sort of say 3 to 5 things that are new in my life. I've already covered the hot weather and presenting PSVR without parole, but I made a massive purchase yesterday. I don't know if anyone follows me on Instagram at Myles Dyer Official. I did share about it. I finally invested in a portable air conditioning unit. Now, I know for my American brothers and sisters, aircon is normally, well, I say it's standard. It's quite commonplace in homes in the US. Here in the UK, it isn't. And something else I like in the US is a lot of homes, you have the sort of netting on the windows, so when you open them, it stops all the bugs getting in, which would have been super helpful yesterday. We don't have that in the UK. I think you can get some sort of DIY ones off like Amazon and that, but it's not commonplace. But yeah, air conditioning units are not cheap, and it's all very alien to me when you're comparing reviews, but I actually found a reasonably cheap one. And when I say reasonably cheap, I'm talking about £300, which is about $400 to $500. That is one of the cheaper ones, and it arrives on Tuesday, so that means I will have it in time for next week's show. Now, I won't be using it while hosting, although we could do a bit of a test. I assume you'll be able to hear it in the background, but if I can get the room reasonably cool before turning these lights on, I think we're onto a winner, and that'll be especially helpful on the Fridays when doing PSVR without parole. Good to see you here, John. Thanks for tuning in. Always love seeing new faces or familiar faces, but new in the chat. Congratulations on your new AC. It's 100 degrees here, so they are essential, yeah. Instead, we normally hoover flies off the ceiling. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we do. Window screens are a must. You also prefer Wednesdays, since maybe we'll have to do this as a poll. Look, to be honest, I am probably going to keep it as Wednesdays. It's a nice midweek thing to do, but yeah. UK homes are built to keep the heat in, to keep the houses warm in winter, which doesn't help in those hot summers we're getting at the moment. Although the thing about insulation is, good insulation works both ways. It's good at keeping the heating, but it's also good at keeping it cool. Unless you do the mistake that we've all done, which is it's quite a warm day, and you open up all the windows and you realise the air is hotter outside and it all comes in, and then you're like, damn it. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that at all. Have nets in windows but not aircon. Yeah, well, the nets is good if you can keep the windows open at night and not worry about bugs and spiders and getting in and all that sort of stuff. I couldn't believe how many flies were in it yesterday. It was gross, but it was interesting. It was all the sort of like neon-esque lights in the corner of the room, so they weren't going towards the bulbs, they were going towards the corners of the room, which made them easy to capture. I felt like a Ghostbuster. Right. So yeah, the other thing I'm really excited about, I had a video to play about it. Actually, I can talk a little bit about it while playing it. But this week we celebrated the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII, which is one of my all-time favorite games. Square Enix, the developers, did a special showcase, and they presented the second part of the Final Fantasy VII remake called Rebirth, which I am so excited for. I appreciate there'll be a lot of gamers out there that don't know what I'm talking about, but Final Fantasy VII is actually one of the metal prints I've got in my living room that I've shown before, with the sort of the green or the teal meteorite. But yeah, I'm incredibly excited for this game. So that was something I just wanted to acknowledge. But also in the world of gaming, I've been in Rec Room a lot that I've spoken about, and I've been creating custom maps. And I just had a random urge to start creating a classic game. So I'm going to show you this actually. So right here, oh, do you know what? Let me put myself. That didn't work very well. Let me do it this way. So in 1992, there was this game. Does anyone recognise it? Does anyone recognise this game from 1992? It was the world's first-person shooter. It's remarkable to think that was 30 years ago. Good old Wolf 3D. Yeah. So Doom is the very famous game that really made first-person shooters huge. But this was, Wolfenstein. It was by id Software. And I would have been 5 years old when this came out. I probably had a quick go when I was 6. It was shooting Nazis, so it's like, yeah, kids can do that. Yeah, it was a great game. But what's crazy is if I was to say to myself, Myles, in 30 years' time, you're going to be able to go into virtual reality, into this social game called Rec Room, where you get a little marker pen and you can create whatever you want, and you'll be able to recreate this game in Rec Room. Now, I'm warning you before I change this slide, this isn't going to be incredible because I've only just made a start on it. But in VR, I've started trying to recreate this, and this is what it looks like at the moment. This is this is what I have started recreating in Rec Room. So obviously you don't get all the same assets. The door is what I've started making. So you have to get all the shapes right in that. I had to put the black line. We're going to have a door moving in. But also you realise how low the ceiling is in the original game. Yeah, I'm currently trying to recreate the first person shooter, but in VR, which means it's the ultimate first person shooter. Because the whole point in first person is it's first person. But what's more first person than actually being in it in virtual reality? So yeah, that's something I've just got creative with on a couple of evenings. It might be a project that goes nowhere, but if it does, I will keep you posted. I just love the stuff that you can do in virtual reality these days. Yeah, I know, it's all about the teal. I just noticed teal in more and more of my life, including like the inside of my phone case has teal. Obviously I've got teal on my Apple Watch. Yep. Thank you very much. Yes, regarding the social space I made with the help of Creeper Betty and the RCL guy, man, really helpful community. Really good community. So I've been enjoying lots of that as well. And finally, Peep Sec that we've spoken about. This has been an event I've been working on for 2 months now with everyone that I work with at CyberSafe. I've had amazing support from others. But, I have had to be a driving force in it. It's been a lot to do. To be honest, I can't believe I've done as much as I have done by myself. But it's all come together really, really nicely. I did show a trailer last week that I had edited. I've actually improved it since. So yeah, actually, why don't I just show you the trailer now? Should I? Yeah, why not? This was the trailer. Hey everyone, hope all is well. Right now, I am in a studio working on an incredible event with an incredible team of people. It's called Peep Sec, an annual conference about the ever-changing relationship between people and technology. Many of you have been asking me about my podcast show, The Quest for Global Empathy, which has been on hold since November due to a range of personal circumstances. But for now, all of you supporters of The Quest for Global Empathy are going to love Peep Sec, because this year's topic is the age of empathy. How has technology changed our capacity for empathy? Or will new technologies unite us or tear us apart? We'll be hosting conversations with amazing speakers from the world of tech, some of which I'll be involved with myself. This event is 100% virtual, and this event is 100% free. Head on over to peepsec.com to register, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday, June the 13th. Love, respect, empathy, and adios till next time. If only I could film all my videos on a setup like this, huh? Cheers. So yeah, that was Peep Sec. So every day this week, Monday to Friday, we had 4 new speakers, and they're all up now, and they're all viewable. It is behind a registration wall, so if you want to watch it, you do need to go to the website peepsec.com, which you can see here. So if you go to peepsec.com, I'll also put the link in the chat. Hey, it's good to see you here, Canik. Thanks for stopping by. And you just click here to get free instant access, and then you'll get here and you just register. What have you said? Sadly, I've registered and then received no links to videos. Couldn't access on the main site either. I've probably messed something up. Is it still accessible? It is. So you should have received emails with the links. I definitely recommend checking your spam folder. But if not, do follow up and let me know. But what is also happening is on Monday, the website is getting switched to an on-demand. So I don't know exactly how it's working because I'm not running the website. But I'll definitely give an update on Wednesday. So if you can't see anything until then, stay tuned. But something you can do in the meantime is there is a video that I did with my boss, Oz, who is amazing, and I'll put the link in the chat as well. This is like a 15-minute conversation about why we do Peep Sec, and it's the sort of format that we did with the rest, but it is a bonus one. It's an additional conversation. So yeah, please click on that or save it for later. Please give it a like. I think it's only got 1 or 2 likes at the moment, so I've been promoting so much of all the main stuff that on Monday I need to give this a big boost. But yeah, and you know, leave some nice comments or stuff like that. That'd be great. Well, I appreciate that, John. I jumped in Peep Sec, but only with the goal of getting you a promotion. Well, funnily enough, my probation, 3-month probation period at CyberSafe finished not last week, but the week before, and yeah, I'm now a full member of the team. So yeah, thank you. It's been it's a real joy. I feel very, very lucky to work for the company that I do. It feels weird working full time after 6 years of freelance, and just so many aspects of my life are getting organised now, and I feel like I've got a sense of control in my life in ways that I haven't for a long time. So I am incredibly happy and incredibly grateful, and I can't thank all of you enough, because you do support me, and even if you don't feel that you're supporting me with that stuff directly, you know, I do appreciate all the love and support that you send my way. Always means so much. Thank you. Hi Myles, Saturday is the new Wednesday. It seems that way, doesn't it? Yeah. No, next time it will definitely be Wednesday. Hey Marcusaur, can't stay as I'm with the kiddo today, but dropped and wishing you a good day and evening. Thank you very much. Same to you and the kiddo. Hope you're doing good. Hannah says, the Peep Sec trailer brought me here as I work in charity comms. Glad we can still see the content as it all sounds interesting. Oh, what? As in the Peep Sec trailer brought you to my YouTube channel, Hannah? Is that what you mean? Because if so, that's a really, really cool thing. Welcome for tuning into this. Really appreciate that. All right, everybody. I think we should move on to the main topic of today, which is ways to rest and relax. Now, before we get on with this, just a reminder that in the comment section, we have, or just above it, there is a poll that you can press. And that's really cool, Hannah. Well, welcome. It's really, really good to see you here. I'm glad you're able to tune in. Thank you. So yeah, there is a poll at the moment. Do you find it easy to switch off and relax? And there are 4 choices. Number 1, absolutely. Zen is my middle name. So if you've totally nailed it. And, you know, it's not about being arrogant. Like some of us have worked it out. You know, Zen is my middle. I think I probably am more in that category now. Which wouldn't have been the case a couple of weeks ago. I've really made some good progress the last couple of weeks. Number 2 is it's tough, but I have my ways. You know. Number 3 is hit or miss. So maybe no sense of control, but you can sometimes relax, sometimes can't. And then number 4, what's switching off? So yeah, have an answer. We will go through. There's 20 votes at the moment. Interesting results. Pretty split between 2 of them. But yeah, we'll go through it in about 20 minutes time at the end of this section. Hannah says, this is all super relevant to me, so thanks. Last week I got my bosses to make my private school's theme for next school year, empathy and acceptance, with a hard emphasis on media literacy. That is amazing, Hannah. Those are like so many of my favourite things. And there seems to be lots more conversations around empathy and compassion. It is really good to see. And yeah, what an incredible thing you seem to be working on there. Definitely keep us posted about it. Feedback. When registered, received many emails, including one inviting to a sales call. Registered out of curiosity, so feel for audience like me, this should come later. Otherwise, feels pushy. That is interesting. That is interesting. Karina, can you send me that? I'm trying to think the best way. Do you know what? I'm just going to screen grab that feedback. Let me just screen grab it now. Okay. That's good. All right, I'm going to email that to the team. Thank you very, very much, Karina. Really appreciate that. Oh, here we go. Semenya. Oh, okay. Love this. Love the suggestions already. So look, while you have a think about that, because the question I put to you is, how good are you at relaxing? Although it's in the poll, you know, let me know in the chat how good you are at it. For me, I've got a lot better. But I'm going to go through like 2 key mistakes I often used to make, which are in many ways connected. The first big mistake was when I used to get to weekends. And it was a lot more difficult when I was freelance. But I think freelance ties into both these mistakes, actually. But when you get to a weekend, if you do work full-time, if you work Monday to Fridays and you get to a weekend, there are 2 things you can do at a weekend. You can either be productive, you know, doing laundry, you know, housework, errands, or you can actually relax and switch off. And I feel like you should split that up 50-50 if you can. You know, spend 50% of your time relaxing and 50% of your time being productive. And I used to say, okay, this weekend I am going to, on Saturday, I'm going to get half these things done and then relax for the other half. And then on Sunday, I'll get these other tasks done and then I'll relax. And that makes sense because then you're breaking down all the tasks, you know, into smaller pieces. And you get to relax on both days. But what I found, and this won't be the case for everyone, but it was for me, I found that every day I never got everything done because I wasn't getting the momentum of being productive. And I was never truly relaxing either because it was just kind of like always having this stuff hanging over my head of, oh, I've got this stuff to do still. So now I can go into the weekend in either order. So I could wake up on a Saturday and if I'm feeling good, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get all my laundry and, you know, housework done today and errands. And then Sunday, it's like, great. I don't have to do anything. No agenda, just relax and recharge before I go back and go into the next week. However, the other way round works as well, because sometimes you're like, no, actually, I'm feeling quite exhausted from the week. Today's Saturday, I'm going to totally relax, which is what I've done today, actually, although arguably now, which is going to get to my second big mistake, you'll see in a moment. But and then you get to Sunday, and then you're like, okay, I'm relaxed now. I can get this stuff done. The second big mistake, and I'm just having a look at the chats now. Hard to relax, being forced to be on all the time as a parent. Yeah, honestly, being a parent, have so much. I'm going to say sympathy. Like in the sense that it's a tough. It is a job. It's really tough, and kids are unpredictable in many ways. So that's something you have to navigate. I feel much more relaxed once I have had my daily treadmill session. Do you have a personal treadmill? I always think, God, where would I even fit one? But you can get quite small ones now, can't you? And yesterday's was tough as it was very warm, so it felt great to stop. Yeah, agreed. Very warm yesterday, so it was nice to cool down. Me versus laundry. Okay, splitting up the day really helps. Tasks in a zoned part of the day. I first come across advice to do that when I was studying for my A-levels, work in the morning and evening, and have some free time in the afternoon. Okay, but this is exactly it. It's not one size fits all. And if you can get into a schedule of doing that, because look, already I say today I'm switching off, and I've actually been doing some work on the side, but I feel like I'm resting overall, so that's good. You bought a folding treadmill on the day the first lockdown was announced. Wow. You probably got it before they spiked the prices, right? Because all the gym equipment got so expensive. One way to help relax is to play the most obnoxious, annoying music on the jukebox in order to drive the even more obnoxious, disruptive clientele out of the pub. Good tip. Good tip there. I like this. The other big mistake I'd made is I often didn't treat creative tasks that I enjoy as work. So, and that could include even gaming, like gaming that takes a lot of cognitive processing. It could be doing live shows. I'm like, I enjoy this. This isn't work. But it is requiring, when it comes to relaxing, it's all about, attention. Like that is what it is to have consciousness. It's attention. It's investing attention on things, and relaxing is kind of bringing attention back and not having to focus so much and, process all these different things. And, even doing this show, I'm talking to you now while I've got a sort of a script here. I'm running all the sound, and I've got all the display here with all the different windows. I'm juggling all of that. This is a job. I enjoy it. I love it. It's a hobby, but it's not the same as completely relaxing. But it's okay to be mindful of that. So I'm much better with all of those things now. I love this. I'm just a relaxed guy. Switching off is easy to do. But how do you switch off, Mark? What is your number one way of switching off? Granted, that was only a one-off incident from 9 years ago, but it worked. I actually put a really heavy track on a jukebox in a bar once that normally plays heavy music, and it was so disliked. It was actually from a local band as well, that the security actually got the key out and they turned it off, even though I paid for it. It's like, yeah, this is why we can't have nice things. John Tatum says, let me bring it back up. I try to make a general plan to be productive, but I also don't try and obliterate myself to anything during the weekend. That's a good mix. I actually showed in the post credits last week, I've actually got a whiteboard here now with the monthly planner. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Because even though I use a calendar on my computer, I don't want to keep referring to it. Whereas here, it's always visually there. And I can just look, I can see where I am. Oh, I need to move my marker to Saturday. And I can see the tasks and that. And then I've got a notes section. And what I'm going to do for the notes section is any things that are going to happen next month in July, like appointments and that. I can list it there, which I've just remembered I've got some to add. And then it means when I wipe the board, I can then translate them over. And it's just amazing how much that's de-stressed me. It's been really, really good. Baby Shark would work to drive people out. Every few years, there seems to be a song like Baby Shark. There does indeed. Number one would be to watch a movie. Just put my full attention on the film. That's great. And do you know what? When I put movies on, I often do a bit of gaming on my phone, and I think I need to learn to stop doing that multitasking. I need to just be able to be completely focused on the film, which I'll do when I go to the cinema. And to be honest, I've gone to the movies a lot the last year and two, and I really enjoy it. And I've always loved movies, and like the last few years before that, I stopped watching movies as much because gaming was my thing. But actually going to the cinema where you have to turn your phone off, and it's just, no, I'm just going to put my attention on this. And I often go by myself as well, and it's been really, really great. Currently on call, expecting the phone to go off any second really doesn't help me relax. Do you know something I wrote when there was 30 seconds left on the timer for this live show was you have focus mode on your phone for like do not disturb, and like you can have different types of focus mode. And I realised I need to create a focus mode for the live show because I don't want to put airplane mode on. I do think it's important that if people need to call me, they can, but I don't want it to, obviously, I want to keep it on silent. So I definitely need to create that. I relax by reading, especially after a tiring day. I go to bed and read for at least an hour. It helps me to just stop thinking about everything else. Reading before bed is such an important thing and something I really, really want to do because it's a nice way of winding down. You're not looking at a screen. And it's good to have some time away from a screen. Even if you're using like a Kindle, I wouldn't regard that as looking at it as a screen. Oh, the Top Gun sequel. I do want to go and see that on the big screen. I still haven't seen the original one, so I kind of want to do that as well. Yes, the cinema is so good for focus, so as long as there is no popcorn munching nearby. I might have told this story before, but I was invited to a special screening of the remake of Pet Cemetery in London, Leicester Square, and every seat had a bag of popcorn, so everyone got free popcorn. It was a massive room, and when the movie starts, it's like a pan shot of sort of the forest and this car driving through, and all you could hear was everyone in the audience rustling through their popcorn, and it sounded like white noise / rain. It was like tss, and I just couldn't stop laughing. It was the funniest thing ever. It was so obnoxious. I generally keep Saturday as my do nothing chill day. I work overnights and Saturday is my early midnight to midnight day off. Okay, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, I do need to go and see it on the big screen. Cool. How did you start YouTube? Do you know what? Let me get to that at the end. And if I don't, I do a Q&A episode for like other stuff on the last Wednesday. And I do get asked that a lot, but I do really want to answer that for you, Ralphie. So for sure. Right. Something I found for this conversation was a article from and by the way, if you haven't answered the poll yet, jump straight into it because it's going to be up for another maybe 5-10 minutes. Let me get my because I have it in Safari. Here we go. Ta-da! "18 quick ways to relax instantly, according to science." That is quite a bold claim, but the American Institute of Stress is a great name. So I just thought we'd go through these. Don't have to read it all, but yeah, we could just go through this and see what everyone thinks of these suggestions. So let me just put this over here and here so I can see the chat. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let me put the chat there. It seems I've been watching on YouTube for like 20 years. Has it been that long? It's been 16 years. It's been a long time. It's been a long time indeed. Okay, well maybe I'll do that on I'll do that as an episode maybe. Yeah. Why not? So meditate. You enjoy that meditation mini game. Meditation. Who does meditation? I don't. I mean, I have done it. I like meditating, and it's one of those things of I'd like to do it more, and hopefully I can get to that point. I've made a lot of progress with other great relaxing things. I do practice mindfulness a lot though. But yeah, meditating for as little as 10 minutes every day can significantly reduce your stress and anxiety instantaneously. Um, yeah, and it can also minimize the risk of cardiovascular disease because it's the parasympathetic nervous system, which is actually what reduces cortisol levels and things like that. So it is really, really important. We all like to meditate, want to meditate 10, 20 minutes. But one of the best things you can do is just say, hey, every day I'm just going to meditate for 1 or 2 minutes. Actually, on my Apple Watch, it has a meditate thing. And what it does is it vibrates on your hand with the haptics for when you breathe in and breathe out. And it's amazing. And you just do it once a day. I need to give that a go again. But yeah, if you just say, I'm going to do 1 minute a day, you might think, but that's nothing. You'll probably end up doing more. So yeah. But mindfulness works just as great. Breathe deeply. Do you know, most humans don't breathe properly, and it's usually down to bad posture. I was learning that when I was doing vocals in my band, because they say that when you do vocals, it's like they say do that with your finger and then put that against your chest. That wants to be pointing at the ceiling. So you're doing that, and it's like your chest is out now, and it feels weird, but it's like, as soon as I started doing that, my projection and the effort was drastically changed as a vocalist. So yeah, a lot of us don't breathe properly. And this might sound funny, but there's often times I've worked in offices over the years and I'll suddenly give out a massive sigh and people go, Myles, are you all right? Like is something bothering you? And the joke I make, but I think there's probably some truth to it, is, no, I'm fine. I just forgot to breathe. And what I mean by that is I probably have been breathing, but like I've been so focused on something, I just haven't been breathing as much as I need to. Let's go back to this list. Here we go. Practice mindfulness. Number 3. Practicing mindfulness. And as I've always said, the top tip is it doesn't need to be you cross-legged on the floor with candles. You can pour yourself a drink of water, and when you pour yourself a glass of water and you're holding it, you can be mindful now. So right now, I don't know if you can pick up something. If you've got a drink around you, just pick it up and just be mindful of the sensation. So right now I can feel the coolness of the glass in the palm of my hand. I can feel it at certain pressure points on my fingers, on my fingertips, on the join marks. And think about where the sensations are. Is it coming and going in certain parts of your hands? Is it permanent in others? What is the coolness like? What about the weight of the glass? How you feel that in your hand? What does it feel like with the glass pulling down on your hand? And so by just simply doing that and being mindful of an object as simple as a glass or a cup. Obviously be careful if it's a hot drink. It's like, oh yeah, I'm mindful of the sensations of the burning hot drink on my hands through the cup. I should probably put this down. I mean, that is mindful. But yeah, that can really be impactful. Scan your body. Does anyone know about body scanning? What body scanning is? Oh, watching a sleeping purring cat is my favourite way of practicing mindfulness. It really is. Honestly, just watching stuff like people that do train spotting. Just being mindful of your environment. Like when you're walking, just be mindful of the sensation under your feet with each step. Or maybe, even sat down in a chair now. I can feel the pressure points underneath my legs against the chair. I can feel the balls of my feet touching the ground. The softness of the carpet. You can think about all these things. Started breathing exercises when discovered had chest pains because of anxiety. It treated anxiety so well, having better to prevent than having to treat this. Yeah. Meditation is great if you have trouble focusing. I found just thinking of a sterile white room with nothing in it, for me, it helps to get in that mindset to cancel the distractions. That's great. That's really, really great. So body scanning is it's a technique that can be done in meditation and mindfulness, and we'll just do a quick bit now. Okay, do a bit of body scanning. To be honest, I haven't read this article, so I assume this is what they're going to be talking about. Yeah, I've just read it. the next bit. This is exactly what it is. So scanning is like we're sat here. You'd close your eyes normally, and to scan, you would say, right. It goes back to the mindfulness, and we're going to start off by being mindful with the top of the head, without touching it or anything, and it's just being mindful of. Just scan your head. Like, what can you feel at the top of your head? Where can you feel? Can you feel something at the top of your head? Can you feel any aches or sensations? And then, as if there is a scanner, like imagine a photocopier or something that's going through your body and scanning. You're basically going to let it scan through your body. So you start with the scalp, and then you sort of move down. Like I'm coming down now, and the journey I'm taking is kind of, I feel sensations maybe in my forehead, and now my eyebrows and sort of the eyes. Now I can feel sort of where my bags would be under my eyes, and now I'm sort of moving wider to the ears, and now I'm moving down. I can now feel sensations, things I wasn't even aware of before, but now I can feel my cheekbones, and now I'm coming down to the mouth. And I've just swallowed now, and I can feel that sensation with the movements, and I can feel so maybe I've got a little itch here and there, and now we're moving down to the neck, and you can just do that, and you just go down to your shoulders, then you go down to your arms, to your fingertips, and then you can bring it back down to your body, to your chest. Can you feel your heartbeat? Or maybe you don't want to think about that, and it's just knowing that these are sensations, and you go all the way down until you reach the tips of your toes. And that is what a scan is. And that can be a 5-10 minute thing. What I did there was a couple of minutes with just your hands. Because right now it's going to be, I'm looking at my hand, and it's like you can see the shape of a hand. But if you're closing your eyes, or I'm putting the hand behind me or out of sight, and I'm like, now think about the sensation of the hand. Because when you think about the hand, you're not feeling the shape of a hand. So what am I feeling? And it might seem like quite a metaphysical question, but it's, what are the sensations I can feel? Okay, I can feel that finger, maybe. It's like just a general overall sensation. So that kind of stuff can be really impactful. Not to be that guy, but man, I feel like I need to smoke something green to get to this stage of mindfulness. Man, you do not need weed. But yeah, it's interesting. It really is. But that is what scanning is. That is what scanning is. So hopefully that was a great example. I didn't expect to do a tutorial on it, but that is really it. Wellness coach and author Elizabeth Scott explains, body scan meditation is a good way to release the tension you might not even realize you're experiencing. By mentally scanning yourself, you bring awareness to every single part of your body, noticing any aches, pains, tension, or general discomfort. The goal is not to relieve the pain completely, but to get to know it and learn from it so you can better manage it. Yeah. Okay. I realise that we've gone very slowly through this. There's 18 and we're now on number 5. Listen to music. Some of you mentioned that already. But according to a 2017 study, a minimum of 20 minutes of music listening can lower stress levels remarkably. I actually have on Spotify a focus playlist. So if any of you have Spotify, I'll put the link in the chat. And it's called Relax Focus Work. There's 189 songs on it currently. 14 hours and 16 minutes. Just put this on shuffle, and the majority don't have words. And There you go. I've just put it in the chat now. No, that's cool. That's cool. I know. Yeah. No, it's good to be playful. Oh, that can be tough, Mark. I'm diabetic, so I can't feel my feet touching anything. All I feel is burning feeling, legs ache due to nerve damage, knees and hip arthritis. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to advise stuff in terms of scanning and that if you're feeling pain and stuff, but I'm sure there are articles online about dealing with it. There are times that I've been feeling aches and pains already. I had a lot of health anxiety, and there are some really good tutorials on sort of guided meditations on YouTube. And there was a couple that, like, health anxiety is a good one, and it's where they just give a mantra saying, like, it is what it is, and you are what you are, and that is that. It's like they say it in a really calming way, and it just becomes, you just become at peace with whatever you're feeling. But yeah, music is amazing in its mood altering capabilities. So yeah, check out that playlist, like it, and I keep updating it. And yeah, it's a really chilled way of doing it. Number 6, try hydrotherapy. Splashing some cold water on your face and pulse points can help you cool your body temperature and make you feel energized. Also, it's on your wrists, isn't it? Can help you calm as major arteries run through the wrists. Okay. Get some sun. Obviously, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, which I think relates to number 8, which is take a quick walk. You know, just it gets the blood flowing. It helps you think. I always find it's a really good way if you want to sort of think about stuff. How about laugh? Watch your favourite sitcoms or funny videos on YouTube to enjoy full-on laugh-out sessions. Yeah, laughing's great. Number 10, chewing gum can help you keep stress away and enhance your productivity and mood. How about that? Yeah, hydrotherapy sounds stressful. Yeah, it's not my kind of thing. Sleep music helps me relax. My normal metal and rock playlists usually get me too pumped. Yeah, exactly. Practice creative visualization. So mentally imagine what you want, your goals, objectives, dreams, and think about how you want to feel about it. There's a lot of guided meditations that involve that. It's about, you know, looking ahead. Can be quite amazing. And like having mantras, things that you say to yourself. I think there was an Apple Fitness yoga instructor, Jessica, really great. And she had a mantra which was be kind. So you say be kind as you're breathing in, and as you exhale, you and you don't say it, you think it. You think practice excellence, and you just keep repeating it, and it can be really, really good. Massage your hands. If you want to know how to relax, then simply give yourself a hand massage for 5 minutes, according to research. That must be related to the wrist thing. Eat the right food. I say that as I'm drinking some Coke, which I haven't had for a while, but I wanted something to give me a bit of energy. But how about this? Food and drinks like dark chocolate, honey, and green tea are known to relieve stress and anxiety. Dark chocolate, honey, and green tea. Oh, yeah. I have some green tea. Some lemon green tea that's really, really good. Wonder if practicing gratitude is on there. We'll find out. Doesn't look it, though. Although I'd say that the practicing creative visualization could tie into that. I find thinking too much about the future actually makes me anxious. But it doesn't have to necessarily be about goals and the future. It can just be about, today I'm going to be happy. Today I'm going to be at peace. And it's just saying those mantras can be quite powerful. Stretching. I definitely need to do more stretching because of my back. Instead of going for an hour-long yoga session, you can stretch certain body parts while on the go. I have a standing desk, so this is really, really good. Good for me. Take some time alone. I mean, I spend most of my life alone. Spend some time alone and gather your thoughts and emotions. Spending 5 minutes with yourself can help you calm down a lot. I do plenty of that. I think on the flip side, I need to spend more time with people. Look outside. Simply stare outside from the window and look at the sky, clouds, trees, park, or even people walking outside. Take a break from the screen and look at life. That's mindfulness again. Sniff oranges. The citrusy scent of oranges can help to reduce stress and anxiety and boost your mood, according to studies. Oh, I'd like to see what those studies are. And then finally, pet a furry friend. There we go. So that was 18 things right there. Use drone zone or brainwave radio to relax or sleep. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. So, with that said, let's end the poll. Let's have a look at the poll and see how everyone's doing. I'm just ending it now. I should have given a bit of warning, sorry. Here we go. We had 22 votes. Do you find it easy to switch off and relax? So, in fourth place, what's switching off? With 4%. So, a few of you struggle to switch off. Sorry to hear about that. Hopefully the ideas today have given you some food for thought. Number 3, absolutely, Zen is my middle name, 13%. So yeah, at the edges are the absolutions. The two that are closest, so at 36%, hit or miss. So like not in control, but sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. And then in the top is, it's tough, but I have my ways. 45%. So yeah, I think all of us are like that. It's very difficult because, and it comes back to what I always talk about, self-compassion. You know, we are remarkable to exist in a world that has gone through so much struggle and viciousness. You know, there's a lot of war, there's a lot of pain in the world, there's a lot of struggle, whether it's the economy or disease or unforeseen circumstances. And here we are, and we should give ourselves a lot of love and credit for that, because life is tough and you're not always going to be hitting those right notes. Yeah, hopefully what we've spoken today has given you lots to think about. There's a lot there that has given me, you know, some food for thought. I definitely want to give scanning a go again, because I do enjoy doing the body scans. I'm just putting some time out. I'm going to put on my watch, actually. I'm going to write it down now. About watch mindfulness. Great. All right. Well, that is the show. But we have time for one more thing. What is that one more thing? Can anyone help me out? Oh, yeah. It's time for the game. 17 of you are watching live right now. I hope all 17 of you can help out, because we really, really, really want to get a new score of getting past level 19. That's right, Karina. It's time for the word game. Words on stream. For those of you that have never yet, word. Word. Don't forget to post the Discord. What Discord? I'm confused. Yeah, Nick isn't here in Mojo, unfortunately. Not yet. But we'll see how we get on. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. It really helps me out. Really, really appreciate it. Let me just fire this up now. So for those that have not played this before, oh, I don't have a Discord server. No, I don't. I use the PlayStation without parole. Would it be worth me getting a Discord server? I don't know. Okay, so for those that don't know, it is a game where we're going to be presented a list of letters, and we have to come up with as many letters as we can. But when you type in the chat a word and you're correct, you get locked out until the timer comes down to a padlock icon. And when it hits that, it then unlocks, and everyone that's locked out the game can then come back in. And the reason it does that is to make sure that everyone guesses as quick as they can. Because if you leave it to the end, you get locked out and you're not going to get another chance to guess. So, yeah. To the absent friends, Mojo and Nick, we'll have to do our best. We'll have to dedicate to them. So, let's have a look here. Words on stream. And by the way, if you want to have a look at that article, I'm going to put it in the chat. There we go. So here we go. So I'm going to get some music, and everyone just types in the chat, and then we're going to give it our best. We just try our best. So let me get some music. We'll go here. Turn it down because obviously it can be quite noisy. Good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can do this. I haven't had dinner yet. I need to make myself some dinner after this. Just sorting out the music for a minute. I like that. I like that enthusiasm. Obtain a word? No. Obtain. Well done. Well done. Who was that? Zimpaz. Came in out of nowhere with an absolute beauty. Thank you. So we've got two more, and they're in alphabetical order. So there's going to be one beginning with B, and then an A, or maybe an I. And then also one beginning with an N. Yeah, good to see you here, Simpaz. Hello, by the way. It's good. If people are watching the live show and they don't chat, that's totally fine. And it's great if people then want to chime in on this section. Let me see if I can put myself here. Maybe this works. If I put myself here. Well done, everybody. And the more stars we get, the more levels we skip. So this is great. Look at that. Zimpaz out of nowhere came in. Stormed it. And like me, I didn't get onto the table because I didn't guess any. So we're all a team. So if you don't, if you struggle, just keep going, because you might have the word that gets us over the line. Can't stress that enough. So yeah. Here we go. Next level. Oh, I thought anomaly. Is Zimpaz, Nick and Mojo in disguise? They've teamed up. There's a 6-letter word. And there's one beginning with L, L-I. And then there's... Oh, limo, well done. And then... Could be MA. I thought anomaly was the first word I thought of, which obviously you can't do it. I love this, Simpaz. My family hate me for playing Boggle. I have a strange knack for it. Is Boggle in the US, by the way? Is it a US game as well? Just curious, and if it's in other parts of the world. Because in the UK, I loved it. Where you used to shake it, and yeah, man. Word games are so good. Like, what an amazing thing for humans, right? Like, we have a language to communicate, and then we're also, we have fun, like, using it in creative ways. It's pretty remarkable. Here we go. Let's look at the scores. Look at this. Whoa, there's me at the bottom. There's me at the bottom. But 13 of us. And if you're just joining in, it's also a US game. Okay, that's cool. By the way, if you're just joining us, you can join in. You just type in the chat, and you're playing along with us. And we'll love you for it. Because the more of us there are, the further we're going to get. Level 6. Here we go. Right, let's get another song on. I think I know the longest word. Yes! I was being greedy, hanging on for it, but I was sure of it. Oh, wow, look at this. Everyone's smashing it. And we're going to have some difficult mechanics. Zimpaz, have you played this before, by the way? Because if not, I'll have to give you the heads up.
It sounds really good.
So what, we got one that beginning with S, is it? Or E?
Space flute.
Oh, okay. You're going to love... The game is going to get really difficult very quickly. But we only play it once a week, so we've got to make it count. Oh, one more. Oh, Hannah in the nick of time. What an absolute blinder. That's allowed us to skip quite a few levels, so we're going to level 9 now. Well done, everyone. This is great. God, that shot me up, that long one there, to number 7. 14 of us are in it. This is great. Star power, star power. So I'm going to warn about the next mechanic because I think it kicks in now. So there's going to be a fake letter. So one of the letters you're not allowed to use. So you'll be typing a word that should count and it's not allowing it. Once we know what the fake letter is, we need to announce it in a chat so everyone else knows not to use it. It's evil. Here we go. I think X might be fake because I've just done taxed. Yeah, I think X is the fake letter. Which is, on the one hand, you're like, oh, that's good. X isn't a great letter, but it's also worth 8 points. Oh, you beat me to deuce. and like exact, and that would have been great, right? Cute. And also, if there's a D or an S, always remember, I know people that play word games will know this anyway, but like look at them and then add an S or a D to them. So we got date. So we could do date. Oh no, you can't do dated because it's D. Cute. I assume cuted isn't a word. Is it cuted? No. Right, what we got? We got one that's gonna a 5-letter that. This song right now is Justin OH. Do you know what? I wish there was a function. Let me ask. I'm going to ask Ecamm if they can have a now playing function. But it's Rogue, who we love. Well done, everybody. Look at this. Level 12. If we do this, we will have beaten last week, but 19 is still the one we want. Knocked off the top spot. Yeah, Zimpazu's getting there. There we go. Look at that. 15 strong. This is what I love about this game. Is there's a bit of competition, but it is co-op. And I love that because every one of us represents another chance. Another fake letter. I think W. I think W's the fake. No, Warn. I did Ward. So D is the fake letter. Do not use D. D is the fake letter. Oh fuck! Excuse my language. I just used D. I always do that when I'm talking about it. It was like fresh in my mind. I said don't use D, and then I typed in dawn. By the way, the only time I swear. Oh yeah, warning, ing, add ing to something if you can, although it's quite difficult. Yeah, I rarely swear, but I do when I'm playing games and that, or I'm scared. So you like grid, grin, you got grin. Rang. So we got another 6-letter. Got a 4-letter, 5-letter, and 6-letter. So the 4 letter is going to begin with G. The 5 letter is going to begin with A or G. Oh, you got thunderstorms where you are. Wow. Oh, oh my goodness. Your chimp on a Segway video from 13 years. Ugh. Do you know, I do want to go through my YouTube channel again and do another cull of like privating certain videos. Just because, I mean, I'll talk about it after, but there's a reason why it would help my channel out. Because basically at the moment, YouTube looks at my channel and goes, 500 videos, the average one does 1 view a day, if that, because they're old. So my channel in the algorithm is doing terribly. Whereas if, like, ideally, if I privated everything and all it was my live show, it would really start gaining momentum. But I do see a lot of benefit in keeping my stuff up because I like to show my history. But some things I wouldn't miss too much. Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I do think that there are some things that would be good to remove. And every couple of years I do it. You know, I still like to keep the odd video as pillars, but there are sort of things in between that aren't so important. Right, let's continue. Level 14. All right, everybody, let's get another song on. Right, okay, guys, there is a fake letter and a hidden letter. So the hidden letter, if we work out what it is, W. Jordan. How did you do that straight away, Jordan? That was a bold guess. So we know now, W. Use W. I'm guessing Q is the fake. Someone do Weers, W-E-E-R-S. Add an S to my word. I didn't allow it. Found an empty street, sing myself a melody about how it used to be. Wind undid my hair like it knew you weren't there. Boys like you never play fair. I'm on a midnight bike ride, past orders 2 a.m. Left you behind. How could you think we could just be friends again? I'm on a midnight. There we go. I still want to know how who was it? Did an absolute blinder with getting that W on the first guess. Oohs. That's good. As soon as I see a word used, put an S on the end. Who got the ooh one? That was Joanna. Well done, Joanna. I added an S to yours and we got extra points. Well done, everybody. Look at this. 16 strong. Let's keep going. Level 16 now. It's going to get tough. Right, what's the fake? Oh my god. And they all got to be 5 letters. 5. Double E. Sorry, how are you doing this? E is the hidden letter. So you got 2 E's. I want to know how you're playing absolute blinders. I think A might be the fake. Yeah, A is the fake letter. Do not use A, but use 2 E's. I'm using 4-letter words. I need to stop using 4-letter words. So, look at this. Schedule or schedule? Oh my goodness, we still need loads. Jules, oh man. Clued, come on. Ah, no. Oh no. Unlucky. Unlucky. Oh, those final ones coming in. Absolutely brutal. It's such a tough game. The difficulty really spikes up. Yeah. It did get us. But let's have a look at these scores. Look at this. Big Hairy Marty at the top. Zimpaz in third. Jordan third there. Joanna Krupp. Hannah Fletcher. Hannah. Naomi. Look at that. All tied on 44. Me in 43. Serial Killer the Game Cat. 35. Karina 35. Vargo Sloth 33. Mark. Pringles Leaf 30. Callie Timecat 28. Canic Tunes 18. John Tatum 17. Brax Bro 8. And Kawar now 4. All of it adds to the total scores. So, yeah. Honestly, you know. Yeah, you did well. You did well. My brain hurts. I need a taco. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, this is from Simp Riders. Maybe next time. We always give this a go at the end of every show. So next time. But yeah, honestly, well played. It's a really difficult one. I tell you what, the moment we hit, not just get to level 20. Level 20 will be a record. But if we break through level 20, that would be remarkable. But yeah, we definitely beat last week as well. And Simpaz, you know, well done for tuning in. Good game. So, that is it for, yeah, virtual cough drops for Myles. Thank you very much. Look, I want to say it would be amazing. It would be absolutely remarkable to get there, and we will do. And the day, but in a weird way, it's one of the niceties of this show growing week on week. Is when I first started doing this show, about a year ago now, or maybe a bit less. You know, I'd be doing it to, you know, maybe 5 people. Now we get, you know, around 20 people tuned in. And the hardest part whenever you're growing a show or anything is the beginning bit, because you're trying to get momentum with smaller things. So this will build up. There will become a point where we might have, you know, 100 people tuned in and we'll be like trying to get to that level 50 again. You know, and you think how quickly we'll get through the earlier rounds. So it's an interesting perk of as this show grows. So there we go, 14th of July, your first show. Was it really? Wow, we might have to do a... what's the 14th of July going to be next month? Like what day? It's going to be a Thursday. We'll have to do a birthday. We'll have to do a birthday one, right? Let me write it down. Might have to do a quiz. Birthday show. Yeah, might have to do a quiz for that. I don't know. Yeah, we might have to. Me and my wife met online on a dolphin website. We clicked straight away. I love that. Myles is 1-year-old. So cute. Yeah, we'll do it on Wednesday the 13th. Yeah, no, we will. Listen, everyone. I want to say a huge thank you to every single one of you who have tuned in today, whether you are engaged in the chat or just watching in the background. I really, really appreciate it. I love doing this every week. And yeah, from next week, we will be back to Wednesdays. I promise, for real this time. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. This is your last chance. Although if you're watching on replay, you can do it. And also, once the show is over, the live chat closes down, but you can type in the main comments as well. If you have other suggestions of how you like to relax, or you're watching this on replay and want to join the conversation, please do. I do read the comments, and I really, really appreciate that. You can also stay in touch with me. I'm actually active on Twitter again now, although I still use the mental health rule, which is I only use Twitter with an intention. So it's on my computer when I log on to post something. I don't have it on my phone. I don't actively surf it, but I do read mentions and that on conversations. But most importantly, I'm on Instagram at Myles Dyer Official. That is it from me. So really, really appreciate it. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful week. And Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Only 4 days to go until we can do it again. And I love all these memories. Good to see you doing well. I remember discovering your videos back in high school over a decade ago. And this is what I love, is people tune in and we see how things have come. Yeah, I do want to do an Instagram reel about that, about using social media with an intention. I've always mentioned it when on interviews and on the radio and stuff like that about social media. And yeah, no, thank you, Hannah. Honestly, really cool that that was how you discovered me. I want to ask more about you, but I'll leave it there. Just always interested to hear how people have discovered this show. But yeah, every Wednesday at 9 o'clock in the UK time, which is 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, and 10 p.m. Central European time. For anyone that isn't familiar with how this show ends, I now go to credits and you're able to share your thoughts on the show. And then if you stay a little bit longer, there might be a post-credit scene with Iron Man. You never know. So be good to yourselves. Hope you manage to relax and chill and enjoy your Sunday or some, throughout life. Use these ideas and love, respect, empathy. Adios till next time. Have a good one.
Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes. Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes. Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
Hey everyone, hope you're doing good. Huge thank you for tuning in. Yeah, the comment from John, tight and focused. I genuinely felt really good about today's show. Even though at the very beginning, although you have sort of a guide and a script, it's not about staying too strict to it. But it definitely helps. Yeah, it was good to have like a list of things. It's just working out the best way of doing these shows. It's constantly evolving. It's knowing the difference between what I should just say on camera and what should I show. And so I'm starting to be a bit more focused on getting some videos queued up, when to do overlays, and then also Ecamm, the broadcast that I use. Really great community, and I'm definitely going to go back to them with some questions. One of them was about now playing, so when songs play, can I actually have it come up? That might be something they have. The other thing as well is like the text positioning. So when you type like post cred, it's good. Like I can put it anywhere. I can do it in any size. I could like make it like that, post cred. But what it means now is if I then go to the credits and I bring up, we're gonna go post credits again. It would be nice, wouldn't it, that you could set the this differently for different chats, because then you could I could then position it specifically, because like on some screens I don't want it blocking certain things. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to work on. So I'll ask them about it, but yeah, that was just something that came to mind. Yeah, it's such large font. Yeah, it's good to have discussions go off the rails. But yeah, I just wanted to say a huge thank you. I'm feeling really, really good. And you guys always make my week. So be good to yourselves. Get lots of rest. Stay cool. And I will see you on Wednesday. Much love. Have a great week.